Hello and welcome to a new episode of Bricks and Toys. Not sure how much of me you guys can see. I can probably guess not too much. In today's video, we are going to go over what is in this box that is blocking the primary view of you guys watching this video. In this box, I have a very special case to hopefully solve the storage solution that LEGO caused back in March when they released not 1, not 2, not 5, not 8, but 10 F1 Speed Champions cars. Ever since I had these sets, I have had no place to put them. They have been shuffling around my house without a permanent home. Hopefully, with what's in this box today, we can solve that. So let's get into opening this box and let's see what we have. First, we need to remove our cars out of the picture here and get you guys to where you can see me in the action a lot better because I feel like I'm a little out of frame here. Okay, so with everything laid out, I have to say this box is, I think, as big as my desk, which is kind of unnerving. I was really hoping that at the most, the width of what I have in this box is only about this wide. And if you can't really tell from where you guys are watching, but that is about half as wide as this box. I'm hoping that the box is as big as it is due to packaging, and I would really want this packaged properly. Now, this did come from the UK, from Wicked Bricks, but there is one giant issue with this. It shipped with FedEx. And if you guys know anything about shipping, which you probably do, FedEx is not the best shippers. I recently had a whole set of bowls, well, not a whole set, a set of 4 bowls, shipped from IKEA. They came busted, shattered, destroyed. And who was the shipper behind that? FedEx. A fragile sticker was not common sense enough, and when I got the box, I looked at the box and I was like, this box is smaller than the bowls that's inside of it. That's not a good sign. So then I did the old Christmas jiggle, and it sounded just like broken glass, which is exactly what was inside of it. Hopefully, FedEx treated us better with this. I do see that it's a little crushed in certain spots. It is pushed in. Overall, not that bad. It did have to come all the way across the ocean, and that is the thing that I am really nervous about. FedEx can't even ship a thing of bowls across the United States. What are they going to do with this? I just hope that whatever's in this box is whole. So let's go ahead and let's cut open this box and let's see what I ordered to display those 10 Awesome Speed Champions cars. And like I already mentioned, this was a limited edition, one of, I think, 500 made from Wicked Bricks for $185. This cost more than the case for the Mario Kart that we did earlier. So upon looking at this, it is a lot smaller than the box. Thank gosh. Don't want to sound like I'm ungrateful, like I don't want a big ass thing on my wall, but I don't have walls to put a big ass thing. Barely have room for what I'm trying to do with what's in this box. Let me turn this box around now and include you guys in pulling this thing out. Okay, so let's go ahead, let's open this thing up and let you guys get a first look at it. It's a road. More importantly, it's a grid walk. And the cool thing about this is it's supposed to hang on the wall. So it's supposed to fit all 10 cars with some accessories included and get them off of a shelf and give them a really cool place to hang. And of course, we're going to put all the cars in order to the F1 2024 Championship Constructors title. So let's finish getting this thing out of the box. So with everything out of the box, let's just go over what we have in front of us and slowly start to figure it out. Wicked Bricks displays do not come with any instruction guides. You kind of got to refer to the picture of what you bought and then backtrack your way on how to put it together. But if you're mechanically inclined, this is an easy thing to do. So you do have the limited edition right here, and then you have the whole grid walk, or whatever you want to call it, starting grid for the rest of the whole thing, featuring, just typical white and red on the sides with the yellow little check marks, and of course the boxes for the cars to have their starting positions. We do have magnets input in every little slot, as well as a 1x1 stud. Not sure if that's the Lego stud It doesn't look like it. It kind of feels like it's another piece of like acrylic in there. It looks like it would be a Lego, but it's not a Lego. So my guess is this might be like a locking tab to go in with what I have right in front of me. We'll get to that in a second. And then we do have 1, 2, 3, and 4 screw holes to hang it on the wall. In case you guys haven't figured it out, it's supposed to hang like this on your nearest wall. What wall am I going to choose in my house? Well, to be determined. So it does come with all of these little pieces in acrylic. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now, when I look at these guys, these look the same as these that I see here as far as studs. So maybe these are studs, but instead they want us to lock the cars in with that. That kind of gives a magnetic pop, and it feels really confident and secure, and that gives the car a lot to bite onto. I think that's what Wicked Bricks has going on here. So it does also come with a thing that says cubes and screws. So let's take a look at what our cubes and screws are. So we do have 2 bags of what looks to be felt little pads. So these felt pads, I'm going to guess, will probably make it feel nice and cushy on the back. And then we do have the screws. Let's see what we have in terms of screws. So for the screws, we have these nice screws that we're going to use with these drywall connectors. And I'm going to guess we have 2 in each box. Yes, we do. So the only thing that's missing that I can tell right off the rip here, and I got to go through and look, is the actual piece here that says what this is. I don't see it here. I might have to go back through and check the box, because that is an important piece. Every one of these Wicked Bricks displays comes with a piece that goes right here that says 1 out of however many that they decided to make. So I should have that for this case. But I do have all of these, and I do have screws, and I do have felt pads, but I don't have that. So let me go and see if I can find that. So it doesn't look like that piece is going to turn up anytime soon. So the only thing really left to do is find a wall, and let's get it put together, and let's get some cars up on the board and show you guys the finished product of what I have here in front of me. This is actually really cool. Just hopefully I can resolve that issue with what's supposed to be right there. So let's get it up on a wall. Okay, so for this segment of video, I just wanted to show you guys in general, how does this work? So we have one of these pieces using generic studs. And the only thing you have to really look out for is this magnet. Sometimes they're not pressed all the way into the actual piece. This magnet is very important, and you want this piece making proper contact with the back side of this. And then you're going to take your magnet bracket with your bottom of your car, and when you're looking at the bottom of the car, you're going to want to note a few key areas here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and some areas up here. And these studs should lock into every car right in those general areas. With a slight press, you're in the front, you're in the middle, and you're in the rear. This one's a little difficult because we do have this interesting building technique down here, but I think we're going to be okay because I think it's mostly hitting up here. But once you're in, give it a shake and you are good. You do want to make sure your drivers are firmly pressed. And then you take your car and you, come over here and see where I put this thing. So here in my not so brightly lit living room, I put this above the window on, the only bit of wall that I had room. And so I have all of my cars lined up, ready to go. All of the minifigures have been pressed into their seats and ready for the ride. So we're going to come up here and we're going to lock in our first place in the Constructors Championship of last year right into his spot. And then we need our next guy. There we are. Then we have Red Bull, Mercedes, Aston Martin, the Alpinus, Haas, V-Carb, Williams, and our Sauber. And there we have it. So I did use the screws that came in the box. This is a window header, so this is all solid wood behind the drywall, so I don't have to worry about it falling down. So the only thing I have to worry about is the door getting slammed and these falling off the wall. Good thing is the couch is right here, and there's always blankets and stuff on the couch to catch the fall. So the piece that's missing should be a little, like a laser engraved piece of plexiglass with a will and a number that goes right there. Hopefully I find it. So yeah, that is our display. I think it looks really freaking cool. I'm at a loss for words. It's one thing when they go vertical, but when they go horizontal on the wall, it's like, what is that? To put it in contrast, that's going vertical. Doesn't look too insane. But then you go horizontal. That's nuts. So guys, let's share some more thoughts on this and wrap up this video in my studio. Okay, so here we are at the wrap-up segment for the F1 starting grid, walking grid, whatever you want to call it. And I have excellent news. So I went ahead, stopped filming this video, went and I filmed the first video in this series, which you guys have already seen by this point, which was the Mario Kart Wicked Bricks, and everything was resolved by doing that video. And what I'm talking about is the missing brick. I got it right here, guys. It's pretty much a F1 wheel with a number, and that's all that it is. This one says I bought number 442 out of 500 of this limited edition display. So everything worked out. All I gotta do now is peel off the little bit of plastic, go up there and stick it on there, and you know what? Everything's hunky-dory, so no big deal there. Really happy. So I don't have to write no letters or anything. It wasn't an accident. I ordered 2 kits because, like I said in my first video, I paid about $140, $150 for shipping for FedEx International to ship these sets. This one was $185. The other one was about $135. And when you order them together, they put a little piece of paper in one of the orders. Turns out it was the first video that I filmed after this one that the paper was in with all the special printed plaques, because these are all handmade per order for the people that got them. The 500 for this and the 500 for the Mario Kart kit. So that's why they don't generically just drop them in the box, because it's kind of a handmade issue. So at the end of the Mario Kart video, I stated that I'm very happy with the cost. You kind of got to write shipping off as a loss. You can't really do nothing about the shipping. It is what it is. It's, you know, tariffs or whatever that causes the shipping to be that high. The only thing you can do to really counteract the shipping is order more Wicked Bricks cases to make it worth it, right? But even that has its drawbacks, as the more you order, the more it does go up, you know, however much. I do think that the Mario Kart case at the price that I paid at $135 was perfect. I think that was a really good case for the money. This one at $185, I think this one was rather high. I gladly paid the price because I just need a place to put these that look awesome. They're so detailed and they're so unique that just to put them on a shelf, no one's ever going to really pay attention and see all of what they are. They're just going to think that they all look the same and whoop-de-doo. And that's not what I spent $260 on when I bought all 10 of those cars. Or was it $270? I think it's $270. So with this, it gives it a really good way to display it. And I think it will look good for years to come, no matter where I move and what I do with this channel, studio, and whatever happens in life. I think it will be timeless and worth it in the end. I do think it's a little bit crazy that the whole case for the Mario Kart set is $135 and a single piece of plexiglass is $185, so $50 more between the two. But there is a lot of special pieces that go into this kit, because it does have to be magnetic. There's all the special cutting and everything to make the cars stick. And so far, I've slammed my door and they haven't fallen off. So I'll give it to Wicked Bricks for pricing it for being a quality product. But it's just crazy. It's not as much as the other one, but yet $50 more. But I can definitely see the workmanship there. That's all I have for this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, consider hitting the subscribe button and follow along with everything that we do here. As usual, share the video with a friend. Hit the thumbs up, the like button. That would be awesome. Drop comments down below. What do you think about the F1 starting grid or walk grid or whatever you want to call the dang thing? Let me know down below. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And also, if you guys have any other good Wicked Bricks case stories, I'd like to hear how you guys enjoy your Wicked Bricks cases as well. And with that, guys, that's all we have. Not sure what's up next. July is kind of a crazy month, but we're just getting videos out. So thank you so much for watching, and y'all have a good one.